Welcome back to the program. Could we possibly finally be getting ready to hold KKK Hobbs accountable for the multitude of crimes that she has committed in the state of Arizona? Listen to this report. House retains an independent counsel to probe Hobbs's DCS pay-to-play scandal. House Speaker Steve Montenegro, Arizona legislature, today announced that the House Advisory Team is investigating Katie KKK Hobbs and the Department of Child Safety, and they have engaged an outside counsel to conduct an independent criminal investigation into the pay-to-play scandal involving Sunshine Residential Homes. At the recommendation of the advisory team, the House has retained Justin Smith of the James Otis Law Group from Missouri to serve as an independent counsel. Smith will review all records, conduct interviews, and report findings directly to the advisory team and House leadership. The investigation follows extensive reporting by the Arizona Republic documenting that Sunshine Residential Homes received a special, I talked about this, 30% rate increase worth millions and millions of dollars after donating more than $400,000 to benefit Hobbs and the Arizona Democratic Party. While other providers were denied increases at all, internal agency messages cited in the reporting acknowledged Sunshine's political activity and discussed keeping the rate increase quiet from other competitors. This, of course, raised concerns even as the agency faced budget shortfalls and a statutory directive to reduce reliance on group homes. The advisory team determined that engaging an out-of-state attorney was essential to conducting a thorough and impartial investigation. Speaker Montenegro accepted the recommendation. The Arizona Republic's reporting described political donations followed by special treatment inside Governor Hobbs's administration, Speaker Montenegro said. The advisory team has done serious disciplined work, and their recommendation to bring an independent counsel is absolutely the right next step. This investigation builds on prior House actions taken in 2024, including former referrals to Representative Matt Gress, chairman of the Joint Legislative Audit Committee, to the Auditor General and the Maricopa County Attorney, and calls by Representatives David Livingston for Attorney General Chris Mays to recuse herself, another illegal person out here, due to conflicts of interest. Speaker Montenegro formed the advisory team in 2025 to consolidate those efforts and advance legislative oversight. Justin Smith has the experience and integrity that this investigation demands. He has no interest other than uncovering the truth, Speaker Montenegro added. The House will not look the other way when taxpayer dollars and vulnerable children may have been used as leverage in a political scheme. We will follow the facts, consider the findings, and ensure transparency and accountability in state government. Arizona's deserve nothing less. Now, that's just one thing. What about the fact of the state logo, which looks like dog shit, basically? And what happened with that is $700,000 of Arizona taxpayer money was used on this horrible label that doesn't even have our colors. It doesn't have like anything having to do with the mount. I mean, it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. And who got the contract? Well, there was about 15 different printing companies that were bidding on it. But guess who got the contract? That's right, the brother of the director of tourism for Arizona, who of course is a Democrat. So let's investigate that one as well. And then, I don't know, how about let's just go through the entire 2020 election? Let's go through where they stopped counting, where they ran out of ballots in 2022, where the ballots that they did have didn't fit the BOD printers. They were the wrong size on purpose. The fact that they were put into door 3, which was an adjudication file, which means that most of them were not even counted. Or how about the fact that 70% of Maricopa County districts and voting machines went down, a coinkydink on election day? Arizona is ground zero, along with Georgia and some of these other states, for election fraud. All I can say at this point is I hope and pray that not only is she held accountable, Adrian Fontes is held accountable, Chris Mays is held accountable, and who knows, maybe they'll all be wrapped up in what's going on in the 2020 election investigation. But look, I don't know what's going to happen here. We haven't seen any action. I'm just as frustrated as all of you. I'm tired of doing Full Throttle Thursdays saying, when is someone going to be held accountable? Do you think this is going to happen? We keep getting tidbits of good news, and then we get kicked in the nuts. And then we get good news and good news and good news, and it's getting close, and then we get kicked in the nuts. So I understand your frustration. I'm as frustrated as all of you, and I don't know. I'm not in the government. Trump can't do it all, okay? He can't do it all. If you have a cabinet that refuses to do its fucking job, and you have Democrats and these left-wing radical extremist judges that are stepping in the way and blocking everything you're trying to do, well, it makes it kind of difficult. So I would love to see all these people perp walked. I want to see them in jail for the rest of their lives. But quite frankly, if we pass the SAVE Act, if the Supreme Court nullifies Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act, and we clean up the fraud that is clearly in Minnesota and California and elsewhere, will it be enough? It sucks that we wouldn't get these people that did what they did to Trump in jail and held accountable. But guess what? I want to win elections, okay? More than anything else. So if anything we can do that's going to put Republicans in a better position to continuously win elections, that's what I hope that this administration and Republicans in general are truly going to concentrate on. Because if they don't do that, it's going to get ugly quick. It's going to get ugly quick. And like I said in the last segment, there's no guarantee that come 2026 midterms that we're not in the minority. And I'm serious about that. What are we, 1, 2 seats difference right now? I don't know what it is. Is it 218, 215 or 217, 215? Something like that. I don't know. You can look it up. It's close. There's 3 or 4 of these special elections. Guess what? They win these special elections. Bye-bye majority. See you later. And whose fault is that? It's not Trump's fault. It would be Thune's fault. It would be Johnson's fault. It would be the RNC's fault. It would be the Department of Justice's fault. It would be so many members of Congress and the Senate. It would be the establishment's fault. That's right. It would be the rhino establishment pieces of garbage that sadly represent not us, but fortunately represent us, because we don't have real conservatives that actually could represent us. I never thought that I'd be frustrated like this with Trump back in office. I'll be honest. I thought things were going to be a lot better, a lot more smooth sailing. Hell, even for me personally, I am no better than I was. As a matter of fact, I was probably better on the website, to be quite honest, because, only I think ended up being around 65% of the website followed me onto Substack. So I lost a lot, and I haven't been able to replenish that. So why do you think I'm doing shit, in Australia and doing this thing on Sunday night. I'm trying anything and everything to continue my voice, my way of doing things, my show, but I'm expanding because I'm trying to bring in more people. And I got news for you. I haven't announced it yet, but I'm telling you right now, because Larry Ellison and Oracle now own and run TikTok, I'm going to start using TikTok. I wouldn't have done it if it was still with China, because there's no way I could write a book bashing China and TikTok and then go ahead and go on TikTok. That's not me. I have integrity. I'm not going to do something like that. But now, with all the servers in the United States and Larry Ellison and Oracle running the servers on their cloud, yeah, I'm probably going to do it pretty soon. I don't know when, but it could be in the next couple of weeks or so. Now, I'm not going to go to TikTok, so to speak, but I will take these little Substack 1 minute, 2 minute clips, and I will put them on TikTok with hopefully people coming right here. This is going to be the hub. It's not going to change. I'm not going to open up a website. I'm not going to do anything. I have seen too many people be extremely successful on Substack. I am not one of them yet, but I'm not giving up. I'm going to continue to work hard on building the audience. And I need more ant trails. I'll be honest. I need more ant trails. So pretty soon I will announce when I'm actually going to do it. And what I'm going to do is I have a whole folder of these little Substack clips, okay, from all these videos that we've been doing. That's why I like Substack so much. Usually 3 or 4 every video. So you do the math. I probably have not 1,000, but I have in the high hundreds right now already in a little folder. So when I do eventually open something up on TikTok, I'm going to drop like 400 of them right away. Okay. I'm getting through my birthday, a couple other things, but I am going to more than likely get that going. So there you go. The cat's out of the bag on that. Anyway, those are my thoughts. What are yours? Put them down in the comments below. We'll see you in the next one.